hatte ich erwähnt, dass es spät ist. Ich wollte gerade rausgehen, aber ich kann hier nicht abspeichern. Okay. Das ist nur als kleine Vorwarnung, dass ich tüffelig sein könnte. Also, Licht. Und wir müssen irgendwelche Sachen aktivieren, dass diese Linie komplett zu der Statue führt und dann taucht sie auf. Bombbatsch. Das ist ein Shadow. Dude. Oh no, not that thing again. I have to run. It's still after me. Ist auch eine Art, sie zu beschwören, oder? Nein, kommt nicht raus. Ach, du bist langsam, okay. Kann ich mich im Licht da vielleicht irgendwie verstecken? Something opened somewhere. Ich glaube, die rote Tür war auf der linken Seite. Er konnte das Licht durch. Mit Tom und Jerry einfach so ein Shadow Dude. Genau, die Tür war vorher zu. Die Angtür war rechts. Also ganz rechts. Oder? Hier ist es auf, ja. Dann noch den einen hier oben. Okay. Ich wusste gerade nicht, wo ich im Kreis laufen soll. Tutu! Amelia, quick, get behind me. Genau an der Stelle, wo die stand, oder? Das ist nice. Amelia, are you alright? Yes. Thank you. Did you kill it? You cannot kill what is not alive. But yes, I have destroyed that shadow. What are you doing here? I was looking for you, actually. I've got important news to share. So, ich habe gelernt, durch die Bosse, dass man nicht auf die Ausrufezeichen klicken sollte. Weil das sorgt dafür, dass das Gespräch dann gleich beendet wird. Wir sollten zuerst die Sachen drumherum machen. Why was I attacked? It was only a matter of time. They have been sensing your activity, circling around like a pack of wolves. First just watching, observing. They attacked because they sensed a mind detached from its body. Same as with your brother. They really don't like when people meddle with things in the realm of dreams, huh? Precisely. It angers them. It provokes them. But even more so, it makes them sense their prey. They are like a spider, hiding in the darkness while walking in the dreams. In the dream awake. Was? While walking in the dream, awake is to them like tapping on their web. It alerts them. They know there is a potential victim for them to claim. Please, I've had enough of spiders. Die Sache hatten wir, glaube ich, schon gecheckt, oder? So, you are a guardian that fights the shadow people. Indeed, my purpose is to help and keep from harm. And by doing so over the course of my life, I have gained a reputation as a protector. I do not wish to sound vainglorious. Also vain kenne ich und glorious auch zusammen, habe ich noch nicht gelesen bisher. But people have even been putting my name to the altars of the temples they have erected for me. It feels like you were kind of a celebrity back then. One could say so, yes. And what happened? Why did it all stop? Civilizations come and go, so does the common knowledge. I have fallen into obscurity, perhaps, and my power is not what it used to be, but I still remain and I still protect. Because that's what I am for. So, you have your own statue at home. That is an unjust oversimplification, Amelia. The temple was dreamed up by people long ago. The statue you saw was a manifestation of the memory of their visions. Besides, like you said, you were looking for me. It was the statue that caught your searching mind, like a magnet. Okay. What is the realm of dreams? It is everything you see here. It is all the dreams everywhere. When a human sleeps, the dream is like a river. Follow that river long enough and you will at some point meet an ocean. The realm of dreams is that ocean. And if it's deep enough, you can visit a dream of anyone in the whole world? More so than that. Just like there are many dreams, there are many waking worlds. Your reality is just one of many. Ja, das haben wir ja bei 4 Days to Survive gehofft. Und es ist am Ende ja wohl eingetreten. You mean parallel universes? Yes, some of those worlds are similar to yours, some completely different. You cannot visit those worlds directly. Or at least people should not be able to. But you can meet people from other worlds here, in the realm of dreams, as it is a sort of a middle ground. Dreams as bridges between worlds. That's incredible. My advice would be to try and focus on your own world for now. You mentioned that people should not be able to visit parallel universes. That is correct. Why? People cross borders from their respective waking worlds to here and back every night. If someone leaves to a different world, they take up the spot of someone else. That someone else has nowhere to return to. In rare cases, they can swap places with the one that took their place, but it's very unlikely. And they can't wake up? What happens to them? I do not know, and we probably do not want to find out. Okay, ich glaube, jetzt haben wir... Oh, warte, nee. Correct. If their sleep takes them deep enough, moving from their personal pocket into the vast space beneath, they can be met. We call them dreamers or travelers. Dreamers are self-explanatory. Travelers because they can and often do travel from one dream to another. I will let you know if I meet any of the dreamers. Oh, wir haben da was getroffen. I met a journalist. His name is Joshua, and he writes for the Sunrise Telegram newspaper. Thus he is like a scribe. Not completely wrong, Tutu. He writes, but he also is a reporter. He researches stories and happenings. It's like being a private investigator without the private part. A non-private investigator. Sie hat keine Ahnung, was ein Investigator ist. You know what a newspaper is, right? Indeed, naturally. Although human concepts and constructs change so rapidly, it is sometimes difficult to keep up. But enough about that. You were telling me about a man, not his job. I do believe occupation is not what defines a person. Very true. Tell me about the person. Well said. Josh is helpless and lost. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't seem to be doing all that well around here. Last time I saw him, he was in dire need of help. Jedes Mal. He is lucky then to have found you. I'm sure that whatever the problem was, you solved it. Because that is what you do. From what I've observed about you so far. Yeah, thanks for the flattery. But I really have enough of my own problems to solve without also solving them for someone else. Why does it upset you? He relies on you. It is a sign of being open-minded and trusting. Maybe because I don't like when people rely on me. Because my brother couldn't even rely on me. Josh has turned. Oh ja, das Gesichtsabfallding. Das hätten wir eigentlich schon alles viel früher machen sollen, hm? Also zwischendurch mit ihr reden. I think something bad has happened to Josh. He went to that attic investigating the mannequins, and then he sort of turned, became one of them. From your description, it sounds like he has fallen under the influence of their creator. It happens when your will is weaker than the nightmare you face. Is he gone? I doubt that is the case. Few things can really harm a human here, even if they are aware of where they are. Otherwise, humanity would not survive long, sleeping every night. Macht Sinn. I'm almost sure you will meet Joshua again, sooner or later. That being said, be careful, Amelia. You have displayed the will to help and save Joshua more than once. This becoming a custom will inevitably lead to a situation where, in the end, his fate ultimately depends on your actions. No pressure. I met a scientist, Dr. Schulze. He is the one that gave me the electrode cap. You know, the one that I think saved me from the Shadow People? So you knew that man before embarking on this journey? Also wir wussten es mal, wir haben es wieder vergessen und dann hat er uns erinnert? That's the weird part. I don't remember ever meeting him before, yet I had that device from the beginning. Inquisitive. There might be several explanations of this. First, perhaps you really have not met before. Time in the realm of dreams sometimes flows in a different way than you are accustomed to. Multiple versions of similar events can occur next to each other, swapping places, divergent in time. Ja, aber das Ding, also das Device, wäre dann ja trotzdem nicht in unserer Real-Life-Wohnung. So, I have not met the version of Dr. Schulze that gives me the device yet. Or some other version of me met him. I don't get it. Ja, es macht keinen Sinn, weil das ja alles im Traum wäre. Und wir kriegen keine Gegenstände aus dem Traum mit in die Wirklichkeit. Schon gar nicht irgendeine komische Maschine. It is complicated, but it is but one of the possible answers. The second explanation would be that you did meet him, but this memory was lost during your encounter with the Shadow People. Das macht Sinn. I told you, Amelia, you do not escape them unscathed like that. They might have taken part of you, some of your memories. Aber das heißt, bevor wir bei dem Shadow-Typen waren, da hätten wir noch gewusst, wo die Maschine herkam, aber wir als Spieler haben es halt nicht gehört, weil Amelia nicht drüber geredet hat. I guess I can't know if they took something if I don't remember it. Macht Sinn. Whatever I lost, I'm just glad I still remember my brother. There's a third possibility. The man you met lied to you. Dun, dun, dun. Lied? Why would he do that? Menschen lügen. I do not know, and I do not say that was the case. Just be careful where you place your trust. Gute Aussage. I've learned that Dr. Schulze works for the Sidereal Plexus Corporation. Sidereal Plexus. Have you heard about them? This name has been appearing more and more in the fabric of this realm, with unusual density and worrying frequency. What are they doing here? You don't seem too thrilled. I do not know exactly, but I'm indeed not very euphoric with the idea of these scientists probing and poking this reality, especially with their intrusive methods. What's wrong with science, Tutu? Nothing within science itself is wrong. It is all about how it is utilized. Science is powerful, Amelia, and like every power, it can be used to do bad things. Das ist eine falsche Zusammenfassung. Ja, nein, es ist... Nein. Was Tutu sagt, ist genau richtig. Amelia, versuch nicht Bleach zu sein. Das kannst du nicht. Wenn wir jetzt sagen, ich widerspreche, Science is good, du widersprichst nicht. Sie hat gesagt, dass Science good ist. Und wenn wir sagen, agree, Science is dangerous, dann nein. Sie hat zwei Aussagen getroffen. Okay, Science is good. We can't stop progress just because it can potentially lead to bad things. If it wasn't for science, we would still be living in the caves. Sie hat nicht so etwas gesagt, Emilia. It poses a dilemma. What is better? A quiet mediocrity but overall steadiness, or instability and hurtling towards an uncertain future with little control to speak of? That's an oversimplification. It's like asking if evolution was a mistake because things got complicated once we crawled out of the oceans. Evolution is slow and constantly tested. If it results in something harmful, the flow is naturally eliminated. It is a steady flow rather than a reckless madness. You assume the environment is stable too, that the change doesn't ever have to be rapid. Tell that to the dinosaurs. I was under the impression that your kind claims to be in control of your environment. Claims, yes, but we are far from it. At least we no longer need to believe in gods to explain the thunderstorms. Maybe that's why you don't like it. The more people learn about the world, the more they stop believing in this. Oh, in things. Science takes away your divinity. It tore down the temples and stripped your status away, didn't it? I do not blame science for that. It is a natural way of things, Emilia. I know that I look and sound like a represent archaic, ancient days. And perhaps I do, but at the same time remember, I protect people from the shadows of their dreams. Every human dreams of a better tomorrow, of progress. Science is what brings them the tomorrow they dream of when they are here. It would be hypocritical for me to stand against it, even if it ultimately leads to me vanishing completely from existence. Oh. Ja, ich bin immer noch sehr verwirrt über die Disagree- und Agree-Geschichte. Ich verstehe den Kern, ja. Aber, ja, egal. I met a guy at the train station. His name is David. He definitely was a sleeping person. He was on his way somewhere, struggling to remember things. He didn't seem to be aware that he was dreaming, though. I hope I didn't break anything by talking to him. Did you tell him it was a dream? Yeah. Yes, he was surprised, and then he just dissolved into nothingness. He vanished. His dream ended. I told you, the shock of realization might be the greatest hindrance in the art of lucid dreaming. I hope it didn't cause any harm. Du hast das Ende von dem anderen Spiel zerstört. You can never be certain. But do not worry, he has his own journey. You have yours. Not everything that happens is a part of your story. I found traces of someone's activity. Didn't really meet them, but I found stuff. Crayon drawings, toys. I think there was some kid lost out there. Children are easy targets for nightmares with their vivid imagination, but also they are good at finding guardians for the very same reason. So I shouldn't be worried? You cannot save everyone, Emilia, nor should you try. Some have to face their nightmares by themselves to be shaped into what they are meant to become. And remember, vivid imagination is a double-edged sword. You might be scared by more things or scarred? But you can also imagine more things to protect you. Ja. Ich mag sie echt tierisch als Charakter. Und die Gespräche sind sehr interessant. I've met someone sitting in a dark basement asking me for food. I'm fairly sure it was a child and they knew it was a dream. I felt bad for whoever it was. They seemed to be stuck in there. Or just not wanting to move. Perhaps the shadow people were upon them, or maybe just an overwhelming sensation of dread made them stuck in one place, unable to continue. I don't get it. If someone realizes they are in a dream and it's a nightmare. Sometimes waking up might prove more difficult than you might think, Emilia. People end up in comas. They do end up being unable to wake themselves up. Some just chose not to, even when facing a nightmare. Especially when the nightmares of the waking world are more severe than the ones in the realm of dreams. Uff. Ja, das Gesicht passt. The child in the attic and the one in the basement. Could those two encounters be the same kid? There is a possibility for it. But remember, even if you meet the same person twice, given the nature of this place, it might be a different individual. Ja, you never step in the same river twice. Oh, wie heißt der Spruch? Time moves in a twisted way, and sometimes you find another version of the same person. Nothing here can be simple, huh? Das wäre langweilig. Come on. Dreams are the opposite of simple. Okay, wir haben jetzt alle Sachen durch. I didn't find my brother, but I've encountered something terrible. I've encountered 3 sirens, charming at first glance, but monsters underneath. They were luring dreaming people into staying with them forever, taking away their hopes and turning it into desperation. It is worse than I thought, and that might be just the beginning. Come again. What you encountered was an abomination, a nightmare element that should not roam freely, at the very least not at this layer. They are moving between depths, emerging from the bottom of the ocean like starving predators, looking for unaware fish near the surface. And as the walls are becoming thinner, it only takes so much time before the ceiling gives way and collapses. I would appreciate it if you just talk normally. Sie baut eine Metapher auf, um komplexe Themen verdaulicher zu machen. Du verstehst die Metapher nicht. The world of dreams is falling apart. Bam. Verstehst du das? Okay, what does that even mean? Nightmares, shadow people, terrible abominations running wild and wreaking havoc everywhere. That can't be good. Can you do something to fix it? I can do very little to fix the dream. I am but a pattern on a fabric. It is up to the weaver to patch it if it's torn. I recall asking you to speak a bit more straight. Forward manner. Naja, wer macht die Fabrik? Der Träumende, oder? My apologies. You are one of the people that dream. This place is not made solely by you, but you can influence it more than I. You mean I can fix it? In theory. I'll do whatever I can to help. Yeah. Thank you, Amelia. I knew you were of noble heart and brave spirit. I'm also sure that in the process you will be able to locate your brother. I get it. My brother has caused all those problems, so if I want to find him, it means I have to keep looking for trouble. Precisely. Finding another abomination sounds like a logical next step. Although something tells me you already did that. Did you not? I did, actually. And I'll tell you all about it. Ja. Das ist das Tolle, wenn man nur so ein Tripsel-Tripsel-Geräusch hat oder irgend so eine Sims-Sprache oder was auch immer und keine Voice-Actor. Und ich weiß, Voice-Actor sind toll und machen Spiele lebendiger und was auch immer. Aber sie kosten Geld, weil sie leben wollen, was verständlich ist. Und entsprechend muss man Dialoge normalerweise recht zusammenstutzen. Skyrim ist ja das beste Beispiel für. Das ist grausig mit anzusehen, was alles immer nur 3 Sätze sind, die man durchklicken kann. Aber hier, bei solchen Spielen, wo man halt keine Stimmen hat, da kann man so viel Text einbauen. Teilweise ein bisschen viel, ja, aber ich glaube, das müssten wir alles gar nicht machen. Aber man kann es machen, wenn man will. Und als Spieleentwickler kann man einfach so viel Zeug reinhauen, wie man möchte, weil das ist auch nicht schwer zu programmieren. Das ist ja immer das Gleiche. Ja, nur mal so nebenbei. I fought another of those abominations. What was it this time? It was a puppeteer, a twisted creature that was turning people into an army of faceless mannequins, taking away their free will and any sign of individuality. Did you manage to learn anything? I'm afraid my search in the meantime has turned out to be fruitless. I might have some lead, although not to Thomas directly. Apparently there's a person known as the Prisoner, who might know something about my brother. Are they a traveler, a dreamer like you, or an abomination like the ones you have met? Not sure. I kinda hoped you'd tell me. I wish I was omniscient like that. Do we know why this person is called that? Well, my assumption is because he's a prisoner somewhere. I thought you knew where all the prisoners end up in this world, so we can go and... This is not specific enough, I'm afraid. There are many places of imprisonment in the realm of dreams. Like this sarcophagus I found you in? I suppose, das fand sie nicht lustig. I still don't know why you were in there, and I still wonder. This is not important. Oh, this is doch. Why do you avoid talking about this? I should have earned your trust by now. You are right, Amelia. I am sorry. You have my trust, and I do believe you are ready to hear this. I have been entombed by none other than Thomas, or what he became. It was my brother that imprisoned you. Why didn't you tell me? Because it was not important at that time. You were lost and confused, barely anchoring yourself within the dream that wasn't even yours. I knew you would insist on knowing eventually, and you did. I want you to know that I do not hold a grudge against your brother for his actions. So, how did this mighty being, a dream guardian, get themselves imprisoned by an ordinary person like Thomas? Thomas is kinda ordinary person. With his body dead, he found himself being a lost soul in this realm, neither a shadow people nor a human. I might be a guardian, but it is humans who make and shape their dreams. When he fully realized that, Thomas managed to entomb me within. I tried to resist, but his anger was too strong. Anger? Indeed. He was confused and vengeful. He blamed me for not saving him, for not being able to protect him. My brother wouldn't do such a thing. I'm sure he would have understood you can't save everyone. It is easy for you to say. It was a difficult encounter. I wish not to talk about this, at least for now. I do trust you will respect my wishes, Amelia. For now, just proceed with your quest as you were. We need to find where that prisoner is, especially if that is our only lead. And if, I may add, you have been doing the realm of dreams an enormous favor, which, with your actions so far, vanquishing most of the nightmares. All in the day's work, one night's work. Anyway, I have more updates on the matter. I would assume so. After all, you were looking for me here for a reason. I have defeated another of the abominations. It was a huge spider. Talking one. A queen of spiders, believe it or not. She was hunting dreaming people to cocoon them and to feed them to her offspring. Amelia, you have done the realm of dreams a great favor. By removing the threat of those nightmarish creatures, you have made the land of sleep a much safer place. You're welcome. I'm glad I was able to help. Even if my chase after Thomas turns out to be pointless, then at least I've done some good, right? A truly admirable attitude. I am thankful for your efforts, and hopefully the search for your brother will not turn out to be fruitless. Either way, I did manage to discover something. The location of the prisoner. I know where to find him. At least I know what the place is called. Carceri di Venzione. That's the name I've heard, and I really hope it rings any bells because it wasn't easy to memorize. Carceri di Venzione, imaginary prisons. Yes, I know where that is. It is not a place you want to find yourself in, Amelia. Trust me. Why? Is it that bad? To say it is hostile is to say nothing. I can point you to it, but I recommend avoiding it and finding another way of locating Thomas. No, Tutu. I've spent too much time and effort on this already. The prisoner is my only lead. And you think that this prisoner might know something about your brother? Exactly. From what I've gathered, the prisoner is the sole witness to what happened. A witness? Yes. Is something wrong with that? No, just be careful where you place your trust, Amelia. That person is a prisoner for a reason. I get it. A bad, dangerous place with a prisoner that may or may not be trustworthy. Please, show me how to get there. So be it. The imaginary prisons are located below the layer you have already scouted in the realm of dreams. It has very few access points. One of them would be a cave in the forest you have already visited. Step into the portal. Once you wake up, you should know how to reach your destination. Thank you, Tutu. Do not thank me, Emilia. I am putting you in great danger by sending you there. I will follow you, and if we manage to find each other, I will provide my help as much as I can. In that case, see you there. Be careful, Emilia. So, wir können hier nicht wirklich irgendwas machen, ne? Denk nicht. Und was kriegen wir jetzt für das im Kreis laufen und sehr, sehr, sehr viel reden? $1300. Ja, das ist ein ganz normaler Random-Text. Pup, pup. So, 1600. Ich nehme Dodge. Max Focus plus 1. When you wait and pass your turn in combat, you regain 1 Focus. Das mit dem Fokus im Kampf. Also meistens ist man doch recht unter Druck in den Kämpfen. Und da Sachen beschwören ist schon schlimm genug. Und dann jetzt auch noch genug Fokus zusammenzubekommen, um Sachen zu beschwören, die jetzt ja auch noch 50% mehr kosten. Also, ja. Also 50% weniger, aber doppelt so viel. Ihr wisst, was ich meine. Es ist zu spät. Ja, ich weiß nicht. Ne, ich nehme Dodge. Das sollte uns langfristig über eine größere Karte verteilt helfen zwischendurch. So, ich gucke ganz kurz noch... Achso, warte, wir müssen erstmal... Ich bin so müde. Das Spiel hat mich nicht rausgelassen. Ich konnte nicht speichern. Gib mir Fokus. Wir müssten noch den Anrufbeantworter schon seit einer ganzen Weile abhören. Wir müssten eigentlich auch den 9. Traum oder was unten lesen. Wir müssen gucken, ob da Sachen drin sind. Ich will jetzt aber erstmal schauen, wie sich das hier auf der Karte verändert hat. Aber ich gehe gleich wieder hier raus. So, Judith's Shrine ist da. Imaginary Prisons. Richtig, okay. Nein, ne. Ah, okay, warte. Da oben ist immer so ein Textblock. Das heißt, da oben wird nichts sein. Aber hier unten ist noch gut Platz für mehrere Karten. Ja. Na gut, ich gehe jetzt raus. Ich speichere. Aber zwischen dieser Folge und der nächsten werde ich nochmal irgendwas machen. Ich bin mir noch nicht genau sicher, was. Weil die einzige Karte, oder die einzigen Karten, die wirklich gut laufen können, sind Forest und die Stadt. Da. Im Lucky Casino kann man nichts machen. Also man kann alles looten, aber es ist kein Kampf da. Man kann keine Punkte machen, kein gar nichts. Im Attic waren wir auch, da konnte man auch nichts machen. Im Dollhaus gehe ich stark davon aus, dass es auch nicht geht. Aber das werde ich überprüfen. Cave habe ich noch gar nicht gemacht zum zweiten Mal, oder? Ja. Also genau, das werde ich machen zwischen dieser und der nächsten Folge und euch dann erklären, was passiert ist. Ich werde das Dollhaus nochmal checken. Ich werde Judith's Schrein nochmal checken, ob man da irgendwas rumlaufen kann und looten kann. Und dann eventuell die Cave nochmal machen. Wobei wir das ja eigentlich gerade schon gemacht haben. Ja, hatten wir ja gerade schon. Train Station auch noch checken. Und das Hotel, die 3 Typen sollten jetzt ja wohl sehr gut machbar sein, ha? Aber da würde ich euch dann dazu holen. Ja, okay. Ich stöber ein bisschen rum. Wenn ich was finde, melde ich mich.